What now, fans? We at the Hawks game, locked in. Hawks just won 115-106 with the Kings, man. Y'all already know what's going on. Go Hawks! What up, what now, fans? It's Tyreek. Ravens game out here. We deep out here. Y'all watch out. It's gonna be a good episode of What Now. Say hi to the fans of What Now.
Hey, what now?
How would you evaluate your season?
I think we ain't done yet.
For you personally,
I think we ain't done yet.
Marcus.
Wow. Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Ball's free on the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it, and they do. Oh, and a left hand. Sends Fonseca it down. Flat on his back. It's over. Irving and Curry. One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. Center field. Did he get it? Did he get it? Walk-off slam. Call it, take it quickly. Origi.
This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we debate the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and give them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and along y'all finish the script.
All right, Tobias.
I'm Jamie, and along with me is Tobias, Tyreek, Malin, and Jalen. How we doing? How we doing? Y'all threw me off when I almost said I'm Tobias.
What up, gang?
How we doing this week?
How y'all doing? We chilling?
Jalen, by the way, we're glad you made it back safe and healthy, man. Last time you were sick.
Yeah, I'm still kind of lingering, bro. But
that was 2 weeks ago, Tobias.
Right.
He was here last week.
It was 2 weeks.
He was here last week, yeah. But
Jamie wasn't here last week.
I just thought about that though. Thought about that.
Well, good to have everybody back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed y'all. We got a 5-man show again, 5-man and woman show again.
Matter of fact, where's everybody from?
Huh? Where's everybody from?
that TikTok sound, that's gonna be killing me.
Tell us how you feel, chat. I wish we had a live chat.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all do not wish we had a live
that'd
chat.
be great. That'd be fantastic if we had a live chat.
This show would be 3 hours. We had a live chat.
Put in some questions, chat.
I think it would turn. It would turn into us like attacking people at that point, or going back and forth with comments at that point.
I feel like you.
The entire city.
I 100% would. I
100%
episode. I 100% would. Y'all can get this work, bro. And if you say something I don't like, blocked. I don't care.
Blocked.
I went to the Ravens game on Sunday, and when I tell you it was deep, like what Ravens fan. Oh, by the way, I think I'm going to Baltimore for Christmas to see my grandfather. So I might. Oh. Well, I think I am. I'm going to go to the Ravens game, and they just so happen to play the Falcons that week.
Hey.
Okay.
That sucks because it's like I can see the Falcons at any point. I want to see a different team.
Tell us about Jaguar Stadium.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
That might. I've been to I think 5 stadiums, NFL stadiums. That's the worst one by far. Horrible.
Okay.
Like a high school stadium.
awful stadium. You Jaguars fans, you probably
Jags
already know
fans, leave your comments on how much you hate Tyreek in the chat.
Yeah, awful stadium. And it's not just because they beat us, but I don't know. They didn't even scan my ticket in. Like we just walked in.
You should have sold that ticket, man.
So anybody
as soon as you walked in.
Anybody could walk in. We couldn't find how to get to the seats. You got to go up a single escalator in the stadium. Everybody got to go up one escalator to get to all the seats. It was just like, come on, man.
It's probably because they suck, and that's why they don't care.
They used to have
you are not one to talk.
Hey,
Jamie, you think you a Jags fan?
Yeah.
No.
We're on the same boat right now. Hold up, all of our teams doing bad, I mean, except for the Ravens. They doing all right, but the rest
still
of
doing bad.
Win the division. I'm just.
No, we're not doing bad, bro.
Y'all doing bad.
They doing all.
I mean, compared to what we supposed to be doing, sure.
Exactly.
But not compared to y'all.
Yeah, no.
But that's expected though. We don't have a former MVP quarterback.
The Buccaneers do. I know that.
Hey, that's a different story right there.
He did good for 2 games after he got divorced. Quiet.
Yeah, they're not.
Iron Man.
All right. Let's see.
All right, let's move along. So topic number 1.
You
Go ahead and get it out.
I didn't say anything. Actually, you know what? Times in your life, you need to be humble, and and just act like you need to act like a winner. But that's not today, baby. Y'all sat here, said Ohio State gonna win. Y'all was talking about blowouts and stuff. Not one of y'all said we was gonna pull it off, and we pulled it off, baby. And what did Ryan Day say? Talking about he gonna put up 100 points. Who? You had the Heisman quarterback, the #1 offense in the nation, 2 years in a row, and y'all didn't even keep it close. Y'all got blown out. In front of 106,000 fans. Y'all talking about y'all get revenge. Y'all said Michigan had no chance. Man, what's up?
I will say that you also said Ohio State was gonna win.
No, actually, no. Wait,
I'm waiting on somebody to say it.
You did say
only
that.
one. I was the only one, not because I went on just like now. I said, you know what, we gonna win it. 42-39. That's what I said. You know what? I'm wrong.
All right, I did not hear a score prediction. I did not hear a
You want
score.
to go back
I
and
said
pull up the
42-39.
receipts on
Go back
Instagram
and
where
rewind that,
people
baby.
were dragging you because you said you were going to lose? I remember you sitting at my house
Yeah, and
talking about you getting roasted on Instagram.
You said
y'all wanna put up
Ohio
off the mic
State
now.
might blow the doors off you.
Hey, I said maybe, but listen here. In the Big Ten championship right now, we locked into the college ball playoffs. It don't matter.
You ain't locked in yet.
You
gotta win. You gotta win your
time.
your
Everybody ain't believe. I believed. I said we got the capabilities, and we did it. You know what? Like my man Michael Urban says, it was finger licking
Don't do
good.
that, please.
Finger licking good, baby.
Pause.
We back.
Regardless, you don't want to see my horned frogs in the
Let
playoffs.
me take off the turnover blood.
You don't want to see my horned frogs in the
Enough.
playoffs, baby.
Okay, all right.
Both of y'all, Georgia
All right,
and
sorry,
Michigan.
Ma, I got it out. I'll be
The
rational.
horned frogs, baby.
Oh man.
TCU,
Reed,
Texas
I just want you to know.
Mhm.
The only reason they are even still ranked because they're undefeated. I think everybody in the country knows that if TCU and Alabama lined up today, who would win that game?
It don't
And
matter.
that's
We
just
in
the
it.
truth.
We in it. TCU till I die, baby.
All right,
Hey, wait,
TCU is
what
definitely Cincinnati.
What hand gesture does TCU do? What do their fans do?
I don't know. We should go and ask them.
Oh, that's crazy. It's this. So also.
We should go ask them.
Jamie,
Show Jamie what we do, baby. Show
It's
Jamie
this.
what we do. I'll
It's
let our fans speak for us.
I got one for you too, but I'll show you that one off.
All right. What was the topic? I'm sorry. I really went off. I'll be rational.
You
now.
took it away.
I'll be rational. I'll be rational analyzer now. Okay.
Has the tide in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry shifted with the Michigan win 2 years in a row?
No.
I say yeah,
I say
but
no.
only because I would say these last 2 years probably their best chances to win. I don't know how good their future teams are, or
Well, right then.
their offense really depends on how good their quarterback is, and CJ Stroud most likely going to the draft. So depending on who their quarterback is, the next couple of years really depends on how many games we're going to win in the future, and see if it really shifted after it's only been 2 games. So I say yeah, it's kind of like a momentum thing, but we still got to see.
Also, I mean, the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry game is like a big game, but it's also not the only game. You still gotta go on and win some championships, I think, with that to kind of change it, because Ohio State's been dominating the rivalry for so long. You can beat them, but you also need to add some trophies with that too, in my opinion.
But in the rivalry, do you think it shifted? Do you think the momentum shifted?
I mean, no, because you could just because a team, y'all won 2 years. Before that, when was the last time you beat Ohio State?
I think I may have been like 12, probably. I have the pictures the last time we beat Ohio State, same season. I was small.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of another rivalry where like you can't just win once or twice and then say it shifted. Now, if y'all win, I say give you 3-4 times in a row, So maybe next year I'll think about it. 4 times I'll say, yeah, it's shifted. But I think twice you kind of gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it pushing.
Here's what I'll put. Do I think the momentum shifted all the way to Michigan? No, I don't. I don't think any momentum shifted. I think momentum's moved, but I think just the rivalry's back at this point. Ohio State won they 18 of the last 20 before these two. And I'm just put this straight. I'm not hating it. I'm being realistic. They beat 18 bad Michigan teams. It wasn't like they beat 18 good Michigan teams. I saw a stat.
All right, a couple of them were good now.
A couple, but they said, get this, that out of those 15, guess how many 18, guess how many Michigan teams finished in top 5? Guess how many? Zero finished top 5. Guess how many finished 7 out of 18?
Also because they was losing to Ohio State.
7 finished ranked in the top 20. 7 of those 18 teams finished in the rank. These are bad Michigan teams. In the 90s, this is where we talk about the great rivalry. That's when you have Charles Woodson, Desmond Howard. You got
Brady.
Boston. No, Brady wasn't that good back in Michigan. He's in Michigan. He wasn't that good though. That's when you have all these great, those games you're talking about. Those in the 90s. Number 1 Michigan, number 2 Ohio State, number 4 Michigan. Top ranked teams. The rivalry. I mean, the momentum is shifted, but it's back now. Like Ohio State's now seen. All right, this isn't a crappy Michigan team that we've beat up on for the past one. These are 2 legit Michigan teams. And I think Ryan Day needs to get it in his mind that, hey, this isn't a team you can just hang 100 points up on. Like, you got to be physical with this team. And that's something he wants to play this finesse, throw it over your head. But Ryan Day's out there trying to play 7-on-7. At the end of the day, what's Ray lose? You got to play football. At the end of the day, you got to play football. It ain't 7-on-7. You got to be able to run the rock. You got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Pretty much.
I mean, I agree with the rivalry is back, I guess back. But in terms of the shift between teams, Ohio State is still a good team.
Yeah.
So it's not like
that wrong. Yeah,
it's not like if you say shifted, you would think that Michigan's just about to just completely dominate the rivalry.
No.
That's why, like you said. So I agree with your statement as the momentum has changed. The momentum has changed, but I think saying shifted, meaning it's like all the way Michigan now is not correct.
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, I will say that I do think they'll win again next year just because it's in Ann Arbor. And like, go back to Jay's point, they're losing CJ Stroud, they're losing Marvin Harrison, they're losing Travion Henderson. Probably Travion Henderson. He may go pro at this point. They're losing a bunch of linemen at this point. I think they're losing their tight end. They're losing a lot of pieces on offense. Michigan at most is losing maybe their center, the right guard, and then Blake Corum. And they got number 7, Donovan Edwards. They still got the receivers coming back. JJ McCarthy's coming back. They've got their whole offense intact coming back. And
I mean, I think it's more Ryan Day that
yeah. Go.
He's a good to put it in NFL terms, he's a good regular season quarterback. Or not quarterback, regular season coach.
Yeah.
But not
looking like Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
You saw the adjustments. Like, I mean, first off, that's a bad scheme to come into a huge rivalry game like that against a number 3 opponent. You don't stack the box. You don't put 7 people in the box and then send a minimum of 6-man blitz and then put your safeties up, press up. You don't do that against a top ranked team.
You don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that and dare them to throw. I don't care who it is. Like, this ain't Georgia Tech or Georgia Southern that run the triple option. I mean, this is a team that has a 5-star quarterback. They got players in their team too. That's disrespectful at that point. And then go ahead. And then you get hit 3 times and they say that's luck. Okay. Then they come out right after in the second half, they do it again. At that point, it's not luck. It's just y'all aren't learning. And then they want to adjust. In that point, Jim Harbaugh played like a fiddle. It's like, okay, you want to back up your safeties? You want to take people out of the backs? Okay, back to Michigan football, ram it down your throat. And then that was all she wrote after that.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't mind how he came out in the first half.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you went to halftime and saw it wasn't working,
you got to adjust.
Change. And then his decision making with like going for 4th downs and stuff wasn't good.
That's a good point. Yeah. Like that one when they had momentum, it was like a 1st and 35, and then they had momentum getting on as a 4th down. I would have went for it there.
Yeah, he punted a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't do in a big game like that. It's a rivalry, like it's all chips on the table. You should have been going for that. Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer, Jim Tressel. If that was them, they wouldn't even have thought they were going for that. They're going for that 1st down at that point.
If they'd have kept it close, he probably thought that he could stay in the top 4 with the loss. but they messed around and didn't keep it close. So now he out to top 4. But yeah, it was a good game though.
Yeah, meltdown. It was. I know I'm talking smack. It wasn't that bad of a beatdown. It was close up until like 7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, then Ohio just like
meltdown.
What happened? Yeah,
it's bad.
But I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Hope you can do something with this win.
Later on, I'll share to y'all the pictures of how long I have waited for this, and you see why I'm so happy. You're gonna see how small I was. Like it's pathetic, kind of. It's pretty pathetic.
You think the future's bright now? You think it's gonna?
Yeah, I do.
Eventually swing all the way to Michigan side.
I don't think it's gonna swing. I just think we're back. Like Ohio State has been the same for about 30 years. They've been this good. It's just Michigan dropped off around 2000 and never came back. Yeah.
What if you lose to TCU in the playoffs?
I will cry laughing.
That would be hilarious.
I'll throw up my horn frog with you, okay?
Oh boy, it'd be a sad day.
You don't even get to Georgia.
Hey, y'all lose to TCU. You don't want to see me on the pod next week.
No, I don't think we will. I really don't. As long as they stick to being Michigan. But I will say this, Jay. Actually, I'm the Jay. You say because you're pretty humble. I admit you probably one of my favorite Georgia fans. But to the rest of y'all Georgia fans, SEC fans out there,
I could have acted a fool last year, but
you didn't. You spared me. Jay, I will spare you. But for the rest of y'all out there, I see y'all talking on Facebook. Just if Michigan
now Facebook. See, all right. To clarify this for all my fellow Georgia fans, we got to talk to our Facebook friends and get them to stay off social media. They do make us look bad because it's like they don't even watch. They just in there talking outside from people they heard talk about football. That's what it looks like to me.
Yep.
So the older generation.
So our realistic fans, we gotta help our fellow fans out, man.
All right, on to the next. Let's get a World Cup update. I'm not going to pretend to know everything that's going on. I've watched a couple games. I know some things, but I'm going to let Tyreek kind of walk us through the...
Y'all don't know the sport yet?
I will say I was watching the end of that
I watched
USA game, and I ain't going to lie. I feel like somebody paid them refs off.
Wait, they were being it again?
So I watched the end of that USA game yesterday, and it's like I feel like somebody paid those refs off. We should have had a bunch of fouls. I think they should have had a couple chances to win.
Well, I thought the US was playing too prideful. Like, I mean, honestly, flopping's called for in soccer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but US should have been flopping. They should have been flopping. They were being way too prideful. Iran was being extremely aggressive. They were pushing and shut. I would have flopped, honestly. If I'm one of the US players, I'm flying, talking about my neck, my back, my neck, and my back. I'm getting those time stoppages. I thought
incorrect.
The problem with that is they only flop, as you say. They call it dive in soccer.
Yeah.
But the only reason they do that is to run the clock out. And I think USA was smart by trying to not play back, and they should have gotten a second, because that 1-0 the whole game was too it was too much. It was too much, too close. Because if Iran would have scored, Iran would have scored, we would have been out. So I think they were good. But the thing about USA is, and to all my soccer fans, they know it, they don't have a real striker. They get so many goals, they get so many shots on target, but nobody can finish. Because they don't have no real striker that can actually put the ball in the back of the net. They be up there about to go the whole game and just cannot score. Like Pulisic, thankfully, he put his butt on the line for the country and got hurt while scoring.
Sure enough, did. They called him Captain. They call him Captain Christian.
but we cannot score, and if we don't score against Netherlands, which is hard because the Netherlands got the best defender in all of the sport, Mr. Virgil van Dijk. He played for Liverpool, by the way.
I did not know that. Oh,
so
plays
He plays for Liverpool. Well, that's his club team, but he's from Netherlands, and it's gonna be a tough battle for us. But we gotta finish. We gotta put some goals in there. We're not gonna have a chance.
So
is that an elimination game or no?
Yeah, it is. At this point, it's one and done.
Reed, besides scoring, I'm sorry to put you on the spot right here. To tell the What Now fans, if you can give 2 to 3 tips of what you think the US has to do in order to win.
I was going to ask, how do you fix that? Not to cut you off, but how do you fix that striking issue?
That's what
like anything in the game plan that you could do to like offset the lack of strikers that you have, or
well, it all depends on who you're playing. because you can put more people up there. Our problem is we're not tall. We have a very short team. So like we put a whole bunch of crosses we run on the sides of the wings and put a bunch of crosses in the box, and nobody's tall enough to hit it with their head. So what we need to do is start coming through the middle and trying to score through the middle of the field instead of coming on the wings and crossing in. We got to just play our way through everybody instead of crossing in. But we're not tall enough to hit the ball in without head the ball in. So that's what we can do. So Tobias and Jalen answered both of y'all questions. That's one thing. Another thing is we gotta keep possession. When we score, if we score first, we can't sit back. Against the rest of these teams that's still in the running, they're gonna destroy us if we sit back. We gotta
notice that we do. I noticed we do that. The last three matches we played, they have had a tendency to that is sit back, and especially when they get to a point where they like they're really complacent. If that makes, they're just trying to make it by at this point. So it seems.
Yeah, and then the other team get all the possession, and now you just playing. Don't let them score all game, and that's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good at all.
I was about to have a heart attack against Wales. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they scored, and honestly, we should have beat Wales, but we didn't have to beat Iran.
Yeah.
But we didn't because we did that, and it messed us up. But yeah, go USA, man. We in the knockout rounds. You still got to
go USA.
America.
Hey, Reek, we're gonna have to start having a segment now on I don't know, we're gonna name it something, football with Reek or soccer with Reek right there. You gonna give your tips, you know, how big soccer matches they're gonna make it through, you know,
and show us how us new fans can get into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
The first thing I say if you try to get a new sport is find a team and then start
watching.
Well,
right now I'm going for USA.
Yeah, I mean, so there you go. During the World Cup, but you know the World Cup is only so long.
Well, we ain't gonna say nothing, but we got somebody here pulling for USA. We got a Belgium fan.
I didn't say I wasn't pulling for USA.
Nah, you said
I picked
that.
Belgium to win.
Nah, she's switching up now, y'all.
Yeah, y'all see how she do it.
She said.
So anyways, so y'all saw that the Jets benched Zach Wilson for Mike White, former USF Bull. Go Bulls. What are our thoughts?
Can we do the chant first?
Jets.
What I've been telling y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off because Reek tried to tell me I was wrong about them needing a competent quarterback to be a good team. You talking about some you and Tobias talking about some give Zach Wilson time. That boy is a baby. That man can't quarterback a team right now.
I think
Mike White, who they just pegged to be so bad, went out there in the rain. Reed, you heard that? In the rain.
Mm-hmm.
In the rain, went out there and looked better than Zach Wilson has ever since he left BYU in one game.
I'm gonna just say this. I think this is what Zach Wilson needed. I still think he just needed a little bit more time.
No,
I think this is what he needed.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. No, they actually look like an offense. I don't think people are understanding this. It's not about him being picked at number 2. It's about them being a football team. When he's on the field, they don't look like a football team.
My thing is, it's like now that you benched him, you can't really play him again unless Mike White.
Get him out of there.
Unless Mike White gets hurt or something.
Didn't they do Sam Darnold like this? Nobody had sympathy.
But that wasn't Sam Darnold's second year, was it?
I'll say Sam Darnold
like
for about 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like not Sam Darnold. What's his name? Zach Wilson should at least finish the year.
Yeah.
And then you kind of see where you go because now
it's also about the locker room. No folks do not like him.
That's true. Also,
they do a really good job of hiding. They do a really good job.
If the Broncos had a capable backup, I promise they probably bench for us. Them folks don't like him, and they ain't paying Zach Wilson $200 or something million either. So it's easier to bench him.
If what was I about to say? So now Mike White had a good game. So now what if he got to keep it up? So what happens if Mike White starts coming out there and just being trash?
Exactly.
Like 2-3 weeks in a row.
That's what everybody says, but it was trash beforehand.
Yeah, but now you can't go back to your franchise quarterback because you benched him.
He's not a franchise quarterback. We're just gonna start there.
First of all,
well, as of right now, he's the Jets franchise quarterback.
No, Mike White is the franchise quarterback right now.
Oh,
all aboard the Mike White train because that's where I'm headed. You say what you want. He is a better football quarterback. Like It's day and night. I don't understand what's so
Also,
hard about it.
I'm gonna say this is that if you look at the play call in between the two, it really looks like they're asking Zach Wilson to do much. Well, it looked like at the beginning they were asking him to do much more than he was probably capable of doing at the beginning, and then they dumbed it down, and he started failing at that. But I think that's
exactly
just nerves
like
at that
how
point.
you simplify an offense and still can't get it.
But I think that's just nerves at that point. Honestly, I think that's being young. And this dude, it's in Zach Wilson's like his blood. He came from BYU. That was a shoot 'em up college. He knows nothing but taking deep shots. I think you need to take him in as you bring him to the side, tell him to slow the heck down, and just focus on your ABCs, brother. Focus on your 1, 2, 3s. Your ABCs are simple. Get back to basics.
I understand y'all making the case for him because he was a number 2 overall pick, which is still crazy to me. Everybody and their mama knew Justin Fields should be on the Jets right now, but that ain't got nothing to do with
I
me.
agree with you on that one.
But y'all got to stop just trying to treat this man like a baby. He's failing. It's somebody else's turn right now. It's Mike White's job until I see fit. Me. They gonna have to come through me.
But do you think since we're on quarterback situations, is Mike White not a long term, but a longer term?
Mike White can be considered a bridge quarterback right now. Like that's what I was telling y'all. If they can get Jimmy G, they'll be in the playoffs.
Ooh.
Listen, okay.
I kind of like that.
I like that. Jimmy G, they'll literally be in the playoffs because I don't see them drafting another quarterback.
Jimmy G doesn't have to be good. That's the thing. That system, he don't have to be good.
Everybody sitting here that wants a top 5 quarterback.
Jimmy G
what's Washington doing with Taylor Heineke?
Time out.
Winning. It's about winning.
Do you see what Jimmy G has right now? CMC, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. He go to the Jets. He got what? Elijah Moore, who don't even want to be there.
He does now.
He's not gonna be one of Jimmy. Not if Jimmy come.
I bet he will be all in.
He might, because he might get the ball.
Jimmy gonna throw the ball to the other team, or he gonna throw his own.
You see her naming pieces. Of course, the Jets don't have the same pieces as the 49ers, but they have young pieces, and these folks ain't trying to wait 5 years for a quarterback to develop.
Huh? Say that.
Jimmy G's really a bridge quarterback.
He is, but he's like a
souped up.
He's like a B plus mid. He's like a B plus bridge.
No, he's a quarterback that plays for Kyle Shanahan. That's all he is. Kyle Shanahan is the reason they keep going.
He was winning with Bill Belichick.
Jimmy G's a system quarterback.
Bill Belichick.
Anybody would love to have a system quarterback. Any team who's almost there would love to have a system quarterback. Because you can win a Super Bowl with a system quarterback.
Exactly. All we need is 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Exactly. We do not need
no touchdown. Like 120 with 4 interceptions.
This is I hope y'all know that the Jets is our unofficial favorite team on this podcast. Now we didn't
don't speak for all of us.
I'll do it.
Just because your team is not good this year.
I'll do it.
Your team not good this year.
They're my 3rd team this year.
Me too. I'll do it. I'll be behind the Bolts. They'll be my
Who's your second team?
These are my. I ain't gonna say my teams, but these are my takes. So you kind of go hand in hand.
No, you said team.
Falcons, Bills, Jets. That's what.
Bills.
They were my Super Bowl pick.
Yeah,
I gotta keep going with them. They're my Super Bowl pick.
You must have been talking to Nordy over Thanksgiving break.
Exactly. Yeah, no, where that come from? I don't know where the Bills came from.
My God, y'all be trying me, dog.
You better pull it up.
You just get the notebook out.
Oh my goodness. I don't remember him talking about no Bills being his favorite teams. I didn't
say they were my favorite team. I said they were my Super Bowl pick for the year.
Okay, that don't mean that's
we talk about your teams. Like that's what we talk about.
My 3 teams for this year.
The Colts.
What do you mean by my? What do you mean by my team?
You said the teams that I am pulling for this year because of my takes.
So you put the Falcons, but you get the Falcons up there.
No, the Falcons. That's just my team for real. I don't care if we go 1-17, 1-16.
Oh, you don't care? That's crazy.
I ain't gonna say it like that, but you know what I mean. I'm still gonna be rocking them.
Don't let her talk to you like this. They went in the division at 5 and 6.
Hey,
and we're still winning. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Look at this. Y'all can't see it, but it say AFC playoffs. Who coming out the AFC?
Bills.
Buffalo.
I just want to know. He started talking about he liked the Bills. Nah, I want to know where that comes from.
All right. I ain't gonna say like, but come on, y'all know what I mean.
What's like the Bills?
He started naming all Bills, Chiefs. But if back to Mike White and Zach Wilson, I think Mike White is playing well. I do.
He is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson right now.
I I think Zach Wilson's confidence is just very down.
That's
right
what I
now.
said too. You need to
help himself.
Build him up. Throw some screens. Throw some like 5-yard passes. Get his confidence up.
I think
run some design plays.
Why would you want to Peter patter with him when you have somebody that can play?
But you don't know that for sure though. He's played 3 games.
Is Mike White gonna take you all the way? Let's be honest. Is Mike White gonna accomplish what they want to accomplish?
Is that Wilson?
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna get on Mike White, you might as well just roll your dice with Zach Wilson.
Right.
You know what he's
capable of. Why?
You signing? Are you signing Mike White to a extension after the year's over?
Exactly. Yes.
And cutting Zach Wilson
after the years though, we have to see about that.
No, you see it now, right? You got it.
Why would I sign a whole contract just based off a couple?
Because
games?
you said this is your quarterback.
That's ridiculous. I'm just talking about him being a starting quarterback for the rest of the year. I don't see the problem with that.
We got to get all right. The other two, Jamie. We got to get y'all. How do you feel about the quarterback situation? Yeah.
I forgot what I was about to say actually.
This was funny, man.
I was getting too into his tape.
I like Mike White. I don't think it means they can't. If Mike White starts playing like a dumpster fire, that they can't put what's his name back in?
Zach Wilson.
Zachary.
Man, throw Joe Flacco in there.
Oh, come on now.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they put in
He's not
Mike White over Flacco.
Nah, I was surprised about that, honestly.
Flacco started the season off and they started real well. Like Flacco was like 4th in passing yards during like the first 4 weeks of the season.
Zach Wilson is not that bad.
Wasn't he saying like there's nothing wrong with the way I'm playing?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And he's talking about it's not his fault. It's not his fault that the defense,
says,
something like that.
He said it was not offense's fault. He said the offense take any blame. Like, no, we don't take any blame.
No, he said nope.
Yeah, he said it like real, like nope. But I think he just
and that's not the reason I'm saying he should be benched at all. He's just not playing good.
I think that
he doesn't need to be on the team then, because that's not good for the morale, and they're never going to work well together. Period.
Exactly. I think they have some defensive players ready to fight him.
I think that he knew he was going to starting job before he went to that press room. I think he got the news like, hey, I'm not starting no more, and that's why he was acting like that.
Doesn't matter. Act a little more humble, and maybe
I'm about to say he just digging himself even deeper.
Correct.
That man didn't had him a good off season.
Chill out.
He said, "I don't care no more."
Any more good times anymore.
Yeah, I was like, that boy spitting, ain't he?
He got that dog. Hey, off the field, he got that dog.
Oh, we got chill.
All right, I think that's a good time to move along. So again, I'm gonna let Reek and Jalen, with maybe a little sprinkle of Malin, and then me and Tobias adding things in as we decide that we think we can say something competently, lead this next one. So has basketball turned into an international player dominant sport rather than an American player dominant sport? And then I'll kind of let y'all segue into the international starting 5 versus the American.
Can you read it? Read out what's the starting 5?
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Yeah.
So international starting 5, Luka Doncic. Love Luka, big fan. Evan Fournier.
Who?
You got it right the first time.
Fournier. Giannis.
Evan who?
Nikola Jokic.
Joker. Just say Joker.
I'm doing so good. Joel Embiid. And then for USA, we got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'll save my comments for these teams that Giannis picked for later. But in terms of the international and American, no, it's not changing. No. I mean, it's just good international players. That don't mean...
I was about to say that we still breed the best. Well, dang, that sounded crazy.
Wow. Can we go ahead and cut that?
I mean, it's facts.
we still produce the higher amount of great players.
He said there's something in the water.
They just got Go ahead.
I think it's a toss-up, honestly, because if
you think about
I don't think it can ever be like. I know there's conversations about like who's the next face of the league after LeBron retires, and they're like, it could be Luka, it could be Giannis, it could be Embiid. But I don't ever think that the NBA could like go full force into like an international player as its face of the league, just because, you know,
politics.
It's an American sport at the end of the day, and it's like basketball is like more of like a cultural type sport. And I think the international players really don't have that like American swag to actually like take it. But as far as talent
goes,
that's fair. As far as talent goes, I mean, you have Giannis, Luka, and Embiid. Those might be 3 of the top 5 players in the league.
Yeah.
So what you mean? You mean like the swag, but you mean they're not as appealing. Not that it don't have swag, but they're just not as appealing.
Not as appealing like on as like aesthetically, but like as far as the game goes, they really got it in a headlock. Other than like Curry and KD, like the international players are really hooping.
See, like going back off like what Jalen said, I heard I forgot what it was. I was listening to something, but it was like what he said, like you have the face of the league like that for like international, which it probably could be like Luke or something, but then you got like the face of like the culture, like which is like probably like next could be like John Moran or something like that. It's just kind of different, like how people see the NBA. I think that kind of goes into it.
Yeah, I think I feel like the Giannis is said this because of the past international not that the couple of international tournaments that we've been a part of, and we haven't played how we normally would play.
It's because the best players aren't playing at that point. But yeah, sorry.
Thanks for taking my point.
It's like the Olympics.
My
It's not like a real tall tale of like I know me and Reek were talking about it, how we don't really send like the best superstars out there anymore.
Yeah.
We don't, and I think that's where Giannis is probably thinking, oh, we've caught up to them in terms of all of the other non-American teams. But it's like if we really send out all of our best players,
we send Steph out there, we send LeBron, KD, like the 5 best American players. I don't know, we waxing.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, this little list.
There's all one country, like all
his list
players are like spread out.
His thing with his list, and if you think about like, let's say we take a full 15 maxed out two international NBA team and international team, you put them against each other. No, like the NBA has depth. Like talk about who's behind LeBron,
he picked
behind
veteran
KD.
players, like they all old.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Clay is not going to start. I'm sorry, he's not our best.
Yeah, he wouldn't be starting 2.
I wouldn't put him at the 2. I don't know who I would put.
I mean, who do you got? You had could Dame play 2? You think Dame could play 2? Dame could play 2.
Like,
you got Steph and Dame out there with LeBron and KD.
Probably give it to like Bradley Beal.
They're not gonna touch that. I'm sorry.
Bradley Beal. Him or Dame coming off the bench. It don't even matter.
Jaylen Brown, or honestly they might put like Jimmy Butler out there at the 2.
Jason Tatum.
Look at that. Yeah.
Jason Tatum. Yeah.
Bro, what?
I
think it would be a good game though.
Who's
like? I mean, you have Luka does everything, and then you have Giannis and Embiid as your front court. That's crazy.
But they're going to
who are they going to throw in there when they rotate?
Sit at staying in the whole game. They want to beat.
And then you put Jokic there. I mean, they're bigger and they have like
Marcus All
as far as like size goes, but like guard play the USA team got it for.
Rudy Gobert gonna get in there.
All right, here we go. I put this in as a topic. Y'all didn't choose it, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway.
I did choose it.
Let's talk. It kind of go with it. Giannis disrespecting my boy AD. He's better than Bam Adebayo.
He ready for it. He was ready for it.
Where he was gonna go, but I say that.
He's better than Bam Adebayo.
Like, I was about to ask what about AD. I was about to ask.
AD's better. AD's better than him by far.
I didn't even think about that. I ain't gonna lie.
Because he always out. He always hurt.
No, he's not. That is such.
That boy frail.
That's such a. That's not. First of all, why didn't nobody say this about Kawhi? Kawhi hasn't played in like 4 years.
Oh, that boy made a paper.
They don't say about Kawhi because they expect it.
Yeah, we don't even care anymore.
That's a part of his like personality at this point.
But people expect it from AD now. But nobody talking about AD's only missed a game this season.
Hey,
they just talking about
they get that from Charles.
It's been a month.
If I can find a tweet, this is back to AD.
I thought he's been out for like 30 games. Go ahead, Tobias.
If I can find this tweet, it's about the AD thing. They was talking about for Christmas. They say if you give your son like the action figure at Anthony Davis, got the rapid and like the fragile. I was crying laughing.
It's not funny.
Hey, you drop that toy, it's going a million pieces. It's going to explode.
That's not funny.
But I agree with you, Reek. I think I'll definitely pick AD over Bam.
Oh, yeah.
AD's averaging
He can literally do everything Bam can do and shoot.
And more. Yeah.
AD's averaging like 35 and 20 this year. Like, come on.
I think he was averaging like 35 and like 17 the past like 5 games.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
And we forget about
without LeBron. LeBron's
well,
LeBron
came. Yeah,
we were
LeBron
wrong.
came back and
Yeah, LeBron, yeah. Father Time might be catching up.
Honestly, Zion too. Hey, tripping Zion could guard one of them.
Hey, he would be the
Zion could guard one of them. He could.
That was the silence.
he would be the closest to like guarding like Jokic or something. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like
yeah.
body weight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy, y'all got silent like it was a crazy take. It's legit.
I'm not putting Zion in my team. That's just my team.
Your whole team?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, he might make
role
a
player.
He might make like
The third string.
11th, 12th spot, but like the first 2 teams, I'm not putting him in.
Imagine Zion coming off the bench like late in the 4th quarter. You need to give somebody a breather, and he come off. Boy, you know how big of a boost he gonna give you.
And duck it 10 times in a row.
Again, y'all laugh at AD. Zion more injury prone than AD.
I was
He
thinking
is.
that.
He is.
I guess so.
He missed the whole season. He's only in his 3rd season,
AD's just a vet getting injured. Zion,
which
like
should give him more reason
AD
because he
got
got more
like
reason.
knick-knack type stuff that leave him out like 3-5 games.
Yeah, but he playing through him this year and going crazy.
He need to.
He
come
might
to
as
the
well.
Hawks.
He might as well take a break this year too. They ain't going nowhere.
He needs to get traded.
Oh no, they won in a few games now. You never know. I think between
We'll
first and 10th
revisit this
seed,
in the All-Star break hits.
They
I
need
think
to
first
send
and 10th
AD
seed
to
is
the
like
Hawks.
a 2-game difference, like the first and the 10th seed in the West. It's crazy. It's real close. Granted, we're not 1 through 10, so we behind them, but we can still get up there. Don't count the Lakers out just yet, especially if LeBron get hurt again. Knock on wood. We'll play better without
I'm
LeBron.
not for you.
He said, especially if LeBron. You don't like LeBron, do you?
No, I like LeBron. I just think he make us play.
No, because you
All
said
right,
he
so
was
let me
worse.
ask y'all
I
this
love
real
LeBron.
quick.
It's just LeBron fans. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick though. Like realistically, international and American. When LeBron retire, who y'all think face the league?
Steph.
Yeah, right.
But
now.
he only do that for a couple years because he ain't that far behind LeBron
Steph
age.
the face of the league right now. That's just me, but
Steph's game can last longer than LeBron's game, though. He can outplay LeBron.
But he won't.
It's gonna
He
be
won't.
Steph after
Well,
that.
all right.
I think,
Let me rephrase.
Steph-
When this next generation filter in, who is going to be a face of the league? Y'all think?
Steph.
Probably.
No, he's a part of. He's not a
Oh,
part of
my-
the next generation.
You said American?
I said American or international.
I don't think it's gonna be an international player.
Maybe somebody like Ja.
It might.
I would
Hey, what
say
if
Ja,
old
but,
Victor
like-
come in the league and take over?
Ja plays for Memphis though.
I mean,
Like
LeBron.
that market,
LeBron plays for
that
Cleveland.
market kind of messes him up.
LeBron plays for Cleveland.
like
The
the
market
second
ain't gonna do
best
nothing if they
player
keep
in
making the playoffs though,
I just don't think that.
because everybody knew who Zach Randolph was, and he's.
Yeah, if you're a basketball fan, if you don't know basketball, you don't know who Zach Randolph is.
Well, Zion was supposed to be the face, but
My heart wants to go Ja, just because he got like the swag and all that stuff. And the kids like him, he'd be doing the dance moves and stuff like that. But internationally, I wouldn't be mad to give it to Giannis, because like he's kind of
Say
like
Giannis a Luka to me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like
that.
I don't see Ja like passing them yet.
nah.
Ja too cocky.
It ain't
But-
that. It just that man really came from nothing. Y'all gotta understand.
No, he didn't.
Not nothing as in his
This man-
situation.
this
I'm
man
talking
came from
about
a-
nothing as a basketball player. Like
Yes,
not
he
getting
did.
heavily recruited.
Bro, he lived in like the suburbs in a
I said
4-story house.
Not his situation.
Both
his
parents at
basketball.
home.
He
Basketball.
just went to a D2 school, bro.
Basketball.
No, he-
Basketball terms.
I disagree with that, man.
No, he didn't.
On a serious
Reek
note,
was
though,
fed up.
as far as like face of the league, I think another thing is like personality, like politically. Like I don't really think anybody has that like political personality like LeBron has or like Steph has, to where like you always say the right thing, like nobody can really be mad at you. Like
Yeah, Jock, that can't be Jock because he
feel
talk
like
too
he
much
gonna
on
say
Twitter.
something. He gonna pop his like, you know,
He,
start
I
talking
ain't gonna lie, he
trash,
got a
be
little,
like,
little sass behind him
"Alright, bro, get
sometimes
outta
on
here."
Twitter.
I feel like that comes with being a vet though, because LeBron didn't really
Talking
get
about
like
hollow
that
tip.
until
That's so
later.
I think it comes with that too.
Yeah.
And they get
Boy.
publicists for that.
Yeah.
Hey, boy.
I think
like LeBron is like one of the most media trained athletes ever, bro.
but they also
Right, because he has a team for that.
they also didn't grow up in social media era, so I don't think we ever get that again. We everybody can speak their mind on social media now, so it's more of a limelight now. You can't say it, and then it only showing on your local channel. Like everybody's gonna see it now.
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna see it
Everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah,
LeBron do be taking me off of social media though, because he be saying stuff just to say stuff.
He's
Like
just
he
corny.
just,
He's just
yeah,
a
he's
dad,
corny. Him and that dang. I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Drake.
I'm not gonna
Yes,
do
I know.
no Lamar.
Reek knows what I'm about to say. Reek knows exactly what I was about to say.
Drake is corny.
Drake is corny.
I don't know who you're talking about, Tobias. I don't
Hey.
know who you're talking about.
That's my LeBron in Ohio State, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But Drake, the people, I don't know why some people just really don't like Drake. Like my whole job they do not like Drake. They think Drake is overrated.
He's horrible now.
They got upset when I started talking about Drake.
Y'all want to have a music conversation?
I know this is a sports podcast. Don't make me do it, Tom.
Hey, y'all about to get round up.
Hey, I ain't say it like I like Drake. I like Drake.
He went my
I
office
like
think he too
old
soft.
Drake. That's
He's too
sad.
soft to me.
What you mean?
You went to the wrong way.
He's too soft. Wrong wave hard, bro.
Whoa,
All right, we keep going. We're
All right.
gonna clip the music tape. We're gonna clip the music
So next for quick hitters this week, seeing as tomorrow is December, I don't know how,
Crazy.
but
tape. DVO.
time for Mylan's top 5. MJ,
Let's
Yes.
go.
Yeah. All right.
go ahead and
Go
pull out
ahead.
the
Let's go ahead and
notebook.
get into it. All right. I'm gonna just start off with NCAA because rankings came out yesterday, and it looks the same for technicality. But what I really think it should be is, I ain't gonna lie, Michigan surprised me. Not only did they win, they won, you know, handily.
Fashionably.
And so I'll put them number 1 for right now.
Whoa,
It's fine.
whoa.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
wouldn't.
I ain't worried about it.
He don't like Georgia.
Nah, it ain't that. Georgia had me on the ropes on the first quarter last week, and I was about to get mad. So that's
Come
partly
down.
why I'm down a little bit, because they no excuse. We should have been down at any point in that game.
Come join.
I don't
the
care if it was the
Horned
first
Frogs.
quarter.
Did
That
you
boy
just
tweaking,
say,
ain't it?
did you just say Michigan number 1?
I said for right now.
He did.
For right now.
I don't even.
Also,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't
You
even
the
have that.
bombs ready.
I don't even
everybody
have
still got to
that.
play this weekend.
Michigan
So-
is not a national championship team. Write that in your notebook.
You know what? I want you to write that in your notebook.
Did you just get mad?
I was talking like, dang.
I know you did
I'ma
not. You
write
did
that
not
down,
have to,
though.
Jamie. You did not have to say that. You could have went this whole podcast without saying that. Right there.
I said it while watching the game last week.
So that didn't even convince you that we was not a national championship caliber team. That we
You are not going to win the national championship unless wait, let me take it back. None
Bet.
of the teams this year are great. So you might win because all the
Bet.
teams are mid.
bet.
All right.
Even
the top
Georgia.
5 are all above mid, but they're not elite. We'll say that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, Alabama. Get
So 2, I got Georgia. 3, I got TCU, only because they're undefeated. Literally,
Go Horned
that's
Frogs.
the only reason.
You think TCU could beat USC?
That would actually be a matchup I could sit there and watch. But I think TCU gets smacked by UGA Michigan. Like I said, I still think Bama could beat them right now. That's just me. Number 4, I got USC. I ain't gonna lie, Caleb Williams looking like a man on a mission right now.
Well,
That man, yeah, he playing. I don't
could have
see
been
them.
a man on a mission in Norman, Oklahoma, but we'll stop.
Is he he's a junior this year?
I think he's a sophomore. Redshirt.
It don't matter.
sophomore.
He going to the NFL
Okay.
next year. It don't
Redshirt
matter.
sophomore. No,
Is he redshirt? I don't even know if he's redshirt.
No, he's not. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming out this year. So
No, he can definitely go pro this year.
Oh,
He's
he
a
did?
sophomore. Yeah, as long as you've been playing for T, because he played last year.
It's
and he
3
played-
years.
It's
You gotta
3
play-
years.
You got to play for 3 years.
that's why I said if he was redshirt sophomore, then he could go.
Yeah, it's 3 years,
Sure.
Tobias.
Yeah, because that's what happened with Johnny Manziel. He was redshirt.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I must be. Yeah. I'm thinking my NBA. My bad.
And number 5 spot, I got. Even though it's how they were talking on ESPN today, everybody was saying they shouldn't even be close, but it's Ohio State. I'll put them there. The only reason they're above Bama because Bama has 2 losses. I think if Bama and Ohio State lined it up, Bama could maybe win. I don't think it's a definite answer that Ohio State wins that game.
Ohio State could beat any of those top 4 teams.
Preserve the moment.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm with you, Reed. They could be including Michigan. They could beat Georgia. They could beat USC, and they could beat TCU.
All right, don't try to throw my team in there with that.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean, Georgia hasn't faced a team like. They have not faced a team like Ohio State all year long. So
Tennessee.
No.
Yes.
Tennessee let South Carolina put up 63 points on them. No.
Hey, them boys were playing that game. I don't know what was in the water. Them boys was out there. Hey, they were running laps around Tennessee. I ain't never seen them. that was we're gonna write that one down as a mulligan.
I'm gonna like it what? Oh.
All right. Now to move on to the NFL. I think everybody knows who the best team in the league is by now. And they're not in the NFC, so it is the Chiefs. But the second place team's in the NFC, and it's the Eagles. Yep, I got them at 2 still.
Can I say something real quick first?
Go ahead.
With the Chiefs, they're
what are you about to say?
They're like they're playing. Sure, they're playing okay teams, but they're playing teams that's getting media hype, but they're not really good. Like the Chargers, for one. The Chargers get media hype like they're good, but they're not really good. Like, I think the Chiefs are the best team in the league, sure, right now. But like,
he hates the Chiefs.
You hating?
No, I actually ride for the Chiefs out of all the teams y'all go for, the Bills and the Chargers and all. And
but
Bengals.
every time.
But I'm just saying that's what I believe. Go ahead, man. It's your segment. I'm gonna take over.
Are you good? So we got the Eagles at 2. Number 3. I haven't been wanting to put them anywhere close all year. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't want to see them win. I got the Cowboys at 3. That defense has been pretty stout, and I feel like as long as they don't rely on Dak Prescott, they can keep winning.
Who did they play on Thanksgiving again? Lions.
They played the Giants.
They played
the Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 4, I got the Dolphins. That offense is rolling right now. 2 second behind Pat Mahomes, the MVP race.
The defense is getting better too.
As I said, the defense is getting better. I'm still surprised. It's hard for me to say that I'm not a true believer still, but I think I just have to see it in the playoffs right now. I guess that's my only reason I got them at 4. And number 5, team that's on the come up, the 49ers. They picked up CMC and they start rolling. Obviously, they're not this high flashy team, but they're definitely hard to beat. They got a great defense. They got a bunch of pieces. Like about to say, Reed was naming them off earlier. You heard all those names, so.
And Jimmy G, boy.
I mean, can I ask you something?
It is not because of him. He might be the worst part of the team. Being honest.
I just want to ask: is this ranking based off of like the whole season or the past month? Like, is it a ranking?
Mostly the past month.
Okay, so it's a November standings or ranking tiers kind of.
I guess you could put it that way. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that then. Okay.
Wait, who? All right. So who you was about to say?
No. It's okay.
Nah. You think the Ravens should be up there?
No. I don't think so. Not at all. We suck.
It sounds like what?
Hey, but just think. Last month I had it as Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, and Ravens.
I'm glad last month to get up out of there.
I think the Vikings are still good, but I think they're the same as the 49ers. Their quarterback is going to hold them back.
I can see that.
I take Kirk over Jimmy. I will say that. Kirk has a higher ceiling. Kirk has a higher ceiling.
Yes.
He has a higher ceiling.
Depends on my team, though. It depends on my team.
You like that? And also, I feel like my team would like playing for Kirk more than they would like playing for Jimmy. That makes sense.
I feel like Jimmy too much of a go with the flow guy. I feel like he ain't got no fire up on him.
Yeah.
Because he's a stylish man. He don't need to have that. That man walk with style. You see him walking to the stadiums?
Porn star Jimmy.
Oh wow.
Hey, that's what Stephen A. call him.
I wasn't gonna say that, but sure.
I'm sorry, that joke is just so funny to me because he's gonna lead with that every time.
I knew it was gonna come out sooner or later. I knew it was. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna trust these people ain't gonna say it, but
Stephen A. funny. But I mean, since you said November, I'm not mad at the list. I like the list. Everything sounds good. It's a good list. Both of them are good, to be honest.
I don't know about the college one though. I will say that.
College football, Michigan should be number one. I still think Georgia's number one. And
well, I'm sorry. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you admiring and seeing the greatness that's within, unlike somebody else on this podcast. But
I just want to say, Tobias, remember this when if y'all do finish number one, don't come at us because you are now saying you don't believe Michigan is the number one team.
Oh no, y'all safe.
Just like you didn't say
you be walking on eggshells for your team.
Listen,
you ain't never like all the way out there for real.
Because I'm scared to get my feelings hurt.
You be scared.
Listen, y'all have no idea. Listen here, Michigan.
Hey, I felt exactly like that last year, bro. I swear.
They disappointed me so many times.
You be so scared, and then when they win, you be like, "I told you." Like, no, you
did it.
Ooh, they giving it to you, boy.
Hey, listen. But if we do, I just want to let y'all know if somewhere in God's gracious eyes, His grace and mercy, that we win a national championship, I want y'all gonna hear it. Like SEC fans, y'all gonna hear it. Like I'm probably gonna be gloating for about a good week, and then I'll let it calm down.
I'm gonna block Tobias.
Yeah, you may have to. You may have to.
I'm gonna give you a flowers.
Nobody blocked me after we won.
I've been waiting too long. It's been too long. Like I'm sorry. Like, if we won this 3 years ago, I wouldn't be doing this. But Michigan has never been as good in my lifetime. Never. I've waited for this for so long.
Actually, I know exactly how you feel.
Like y'all
feel good, but I hope y'all get to experience it. Not this year, but hopefully one day.
Hey, this man he won one game. Who did I play SEC or Big Ten championship?
Purdue. If we lose Purdue
in the Big Ten championship,
I know, bro. I know. If we lose Purdue,
I don't even want to hear that game.
Well, Purdue actually, and it's not me walking on eggshells. It isn't. You look at the past records with Purdue. Purdue is known for their upsets. They are. They've upset Ohio State so many times. So
you got Purdue over Michigan?
No, heck no.
Okay,
but I'm saying they take them serious.
Why are you saying that?
Don't say it's but Michigan about to smack Purdue.
No, say that.
Don't be so sure about that.
Say it. Michigan's gonna smack Purdue.
About that.
Say it.
Make a take that you can stand in and be comfortable.
Michigan is going to beat Purdue. That's my take. They are. But don't be so sure.
Don't stop saying all the extra stuff.
Like you just keep trying to backpedal.
Give credit where credit's due. Give credit where credit's due.
No, that's your team.
Hot take.
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Because all Tobias is gonna keep doing is backing up and backing up.
Jalen.
All right, hot take. I don't even know if I believe this, but
you better believe it.
It's your hot take.
I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie, but history will tell me not to.
You backpedaling, walk on eggshells right now.
No, I'm backpedaling before I say my take. I think the NFC is really. This is not my take. I think the NFC is really wide open, but I like the Cowboys coming out.
It's like to go to the Super Bowl.
That's not a hot take.
I think the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and I think the Eagles are going to do the same thing they did last year.
Which is what they did.
Get blown out in the first round.
One down.
Get fizz out. One out.
I like that. I like that hot take.
So who wins the division?
I think more of the hot take is not about the Cowboys, but about the Eagles.
I think the Eagles will probably win the division.
So you said the Eagles win and get blown out, or not get blown out?
I don't think they're going to get blown out, but I think they're going to get beat, and it's going to be like, y'all really weren't like.
So losing the divisional round.
Losing because I think they're going to buy right for winning the division.
The city of Philadelphia deserves it.
I agree with Michigan. Not Michigan. Malin said the Eagles part is the hot take for real. That's a hot take because for them to start 8-0.
Yeah.
And they have a great team as long as they don't get no major injuries.
They like that. I think next year is their real window.
Ben said that, and they ain't believe me, Jalen. When you wasn't on here, I said that. I said I don't think the Eagles are all that. They're like, they started 8. Well, I think it was undefeated at the time. And I told y'all, I don't think the Eagles are all that. There's nothing too flashy about it. It's all like, even like watching with Jalen Hurt that last week they played, was it Monday night or something? It was a lot of broken plays that they were getting like a lot of yards on. like just Jalen Hurts scrambling or something, or he's scrambling around and makes something happen. It's not design plays. Like you see the Chiefs play, those design plays. Like it ain't nothing that Mahomes is just a broken play. The play don't work. No, those are design plays that work out, and the players are actually getting up. Those are great players on the field. I just want to
start by saying that what you said was that the Eagles weren't good because they were in an NFC. That's what you said.
They said what? Because
you said the Eagles weren't good because they were in the NFC.
No, I said I think any NFC team is good enough to beat an AFC team. Y'all say even the Eagles are yes, especially Eagles. I don't even think the Eagles are that good. I said
the Eagles are lesser because they are in the NFC. And then Rick would say, "What do you mean by that?"
Actually, quote because we have the rule. I said I don't think they're a really good team. I don't think they're really a good team. I said that.
You said nobody in the NFC is good.
Yeah, that's the gist.
Including the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I think that's kind of the gist of what you said. And that's when we kind of came at you and was like, you just said the Eagles aren't good.
I mean, it's back to what Jamie said. They're the lesser, so I don't want to say
the lesser.
The best in NFC doesn't mean they're actually really good. So
we're gonna get copyrighted from my own video.
What do you mean by that?
Listen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What do you mean by that?
Slide by that.
That I don't think like they're actually a really good team.
Yeah. So you're just saying anybody from the NFC is just sorry.
I don't think they'd beat the Chiefs right now. I don't think they compete with like the top 3 in the AFC right now. I think top 3 in the AFC would all be top.
Honestly, I missed the first part. You said that.
I said I don't think the top 3. I said I don't think the Eagles would be the top 3 in the AFC right now because I don't think they're that really good of a team right now.
Yeah, after you said that, after you backpedaled your first.
Yeah, but I say you backpedaled.
I didn't backpedal anything. I stuck to it. Too consistent.
You started off crazy.
Yeah, I stuck to a consistent. I said they're not really a good team.
Sorry, DB.
They're not really a good team. They're not that good of a team.
It's straight, bro. I got the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's not bad because NFC sucks. So there you go.
So you agree with my hot take? I mean, I'm out. Like, please keep moving.
I don't think my hot take.
All right, scripture of the week, Malin.
Yeah, I just got us a little short one. A little short one, you know. Hopefully, it brings y'all a little peace. If you have some questions.
Well,
so Proverbs 2:6. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. That is it, and that is all. So if you had any questions, you know who to call. You ain't got to get on Google or TikTok.
Wait, what?
Well,
if you love the Lord, you better get on board. Tell him, Malin. Tell him, hallelujah.
I like how you compared Google and TikTok. Like TikTok. Like people really go to TikTok now.
I'm about to say, but this past year they
information.
Their search engine outdid Google by a certain amount of percent. It was like a pretty big number.
Really?
And everybody was like,
it's because it's more
everybody was like, is that
YouTube.
Smart? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do it sometimes too. I need a quick answer. I'm gonna go to TikTok, boom, boom, see if somebody does it. Hey, it's like a Google and YouTube combined.
That is crazy.
That's a hot take. But anyway,
that's a
great scripture.
You know what I mean.
All right. Well, guys, we had another successful podcast. You know, the seasons are winding down. It's starting to get to the intense with the NFL right now. NBA starting to heat up. Tune into the World Cup on Saturday, and make sure I watch the championships on Friday and Saturday with college football. And come back. Make sure you come back. Watch them. Come back,
baby.
And see what we got to say about them next Thursday, man. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Peace.
Peace.